The Vojvodina party arrived at their Belfast hotel last night, weary after an 11-hour journey and frustrated at the non-arrival of 11 items of baggage mislaid in transit. But the players looking forward to the game with Portadown after being starved of European competition in recent years.
Football in Yugoslavia, it's going to better. With 6 years, Yugoslav football is not going in Europe. And this year is a year of Yugoslav football, because Red Star, Partizan and Vojvodina and Bečej play in Cup UEFA, Cup of Cups and Intertoto Cup.
So you think it's going to be a good year for Yugoslavian football?
It's going to be a good year for Yugoslav football and the Yugoslav players and the representation of Yugoslavia.
But what do Vojvodina know about Portadown?
We hear that it is a very good team, and we hope that we can beat them in Wednesday. And when they came here to Novi Sad, Yugoslavia for 7 days, then we hope we go to the Cup UEFA.
What would be a good result for Vojvodina?
A good result for Vojvodina will be 0 or 1-0 for us.
It's a game the Serbs have been preparing for quite some time now, even though their new season doesn't start until next month.
All players are ready for Wednesday.
Have you been just training, or have you played any matches to prepare, any friendly matches?
Yes, we have friendly matches in Yugoslavia with some clubs in Yugoslavia. Yeah. We had 3 friendly matches and we beat all of them.
Well, Crusaders, of course, set off yesterday for their first leg away game in Lithuania, and fans can keep up to date with
news. And the Serbs, they're here already, as Mark Sidebottom now reports.
On April 4th, 1991, the former Yugoslavia erupted into civil war, the region thrown into turmoil. Today in Belfast, there were signs of the recent return to peace, as the first Serbian soccer side to play in Europe since Red Star Belgrade 6 years ago arrived in the province. A little time for reflection, and then straight to the bank. A few simple conversions with the help of an interpreter. Thereafter, it's bye-bye dinar.
Do you have another one?
Another 10? Yeah, how about that?
Our country, 6 years, don't play in Europe, and we are very happy to came to Belfast or any town in Europe to play officially game in Europe.
With the lifting of UN sanctions, this is the first time in 5 years that a soccer side from Serbia has been allowed to play in Europe. It's with a hint of irony, they say, that they've ended up here in Belfast.
They asked me many questions about bombing recently and troubles in Northern Ireland, because on their news it was really shown as something really drastic, but it's turned out that it is quite peaceful at the moment.
The UEFA Cup game kicks off tomorrow night at Shamrock Park, Portadown. For the minute, the most difficult task is where to next. Mark Sidebottom, Newsline, Belfast.
Yes, spending the dinar and enjoying themselves. That UEFA Cup tie at Shamrock Park tomorrow night. Meanwhile, Friday sees the start of the Olympics.
And as I said, we'll go out and obviously do our best. I mean, in this round we were hoping for an easier draw, but as I said, we'll just take it as it comes and get on with it.
The Yugoslavians trained at Shamrock Park under the watchful eye of Big Ron and his backroom staff, but it's fair to say the Ports know little about their European opponents.
Very little, to be honest. Ronnie's only back himself from holidays, so we've been working basically on our game plan, and we know very little about them. I believe they were third behind Red Star Belgrade in the league last year, so they're obviously a useful enough outfit, and we'll be treating them with the due respect.
The visitors will parade several internationals this evening in Portadown, where they'll be hard-pressed to win.
1 month.
1 month for this match?
1 month, yeah. We prepare for this match, and all players are ready for Wednesday.
Well, obviously we're going to the unknown, but we don't know them or haven't seen them. But I mean, Yugoslavia before the trouble broke out there were one of the top European nations. So we're going in, knowing that we're going in against a really quality side, and saying that we'll go out and obviously play it cautious at the start, and hopefully we can get a good result.
Well, it's still unclear.